Ever found yourself miles apart from your loved one and wondered how to make it work? The challenge of distance is a daunting one. It's like standing on one shore of a vast ocean, your loved one on the other, and you are left wondering, how do we bridge this gap? This challenge often comes with a set of common struggles. The first, and perhaps the most palpable, is the feeling of loneliness. There's no sugarcoating it. Being physically apart can stir up a sense of isolation. You might find yourself yearning for their presence, their touch, their laughter echoing in your ears. It's the little things, the shared cups of coffee, the late-night movie marathons, the walks in the park, that you miss the most. Then, there's the hurdle of communication. It's not just about the words spoken or typed, but the unspoken language of love that gets lost in translation across the miles. Small misunderstandings can snowball into larger conflicts, and before you know it, you're not just fighting the distance, but each other. And let's not forget the time zone differences. It's 7 a.m. for you, but it's midnight for them. This can make coordinating calls or video chats a logistical nightmare, turning simple good morning messages into a game of timing and patience. Lastly, trust issues can creep in. The inability to be a part of each other's daily lives can spark insecurities and doubts. It's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking, questioning motives and actions, and this can put a strain on the relationship. But here's the thing, these struggles are normal. They are part and parcel of the long-distance journey. They test the strength of your bond, your commitment, your love for one another. And many couples, just like you, face them, overcome them, and emerge stronger. So, while the challenge of distance can seem overwhelming, it's important to remember that it's only a part of the journey, not the destination. It's a test of patience, perseverance, and unconditional love. But remember, distance means so little when someone means so much. Communication, the heartbeat of every relationship, but how does it change when miles apart? When we think about relationships, the first thing that comes to mind is the connection between two people. This connection is nurtured and strengthened through communication. Now, imagine being in a relationship where you can't physically reach out to your partner, where the only means to connect is through words. This is the reality for those in long-distance relationships. The importance of regular and open communication becomes even more crucial. Regular communication isn't just about saying good morning or good night. It's about sharing your day, your thoughts, your experiences with your partner. It's about creating a shared narrative despite the physical distance. So, how can you maintain this regular communication? The answer is simple: schedule it. Plan for regular video calls, text exchanges, or even old-fashioned letters. Remember, it's not about the quantity, but the quality of your conversations. Expressing feelings honestly is another cornerstone of communication in a long-distance relationship. It's easy to hide behind the screen and pretend everything is fine when it's not. But honesty is key. If you're feeling lonely, tell your partner. If you're feeling overwhelmed, share it. The beauty of honesty is that it opens doors for empathy, understanding, and support. Lastly, discussing future plans plays a vital role in maintaining communication. It's about dreaming together, planning together, building a shared future. Talk about where you see the relationship going, your aspirations, your fears. This not only keeps the conversation flowing, but also gives you both something to look forward to. In the end, communication in a long-distance relationship is about creating a bridge, a lifeline that connects two hearts across miles and time zones. It's about maintaining that connection, nourishing it with words, honesty, and shared dreams. Remember, it's not about perfect communication, but honest communication. Trust and understanding, two pillars supporting your long-distance relationship. But how to build them? Trust, in its simplest form, is confidence in the reliability of someone else. It's the silent promise that they will do as they say and be there when they say they will. In a long-distance relationship, trust is the glue that holds everything together. Without it, the miles between you can feel like an unbridgeable chasm. But how does one build this trust? It begins with setting clear expectations. Each partner must understand their roles, responsibilities, and the boundaries within the relationship. It's about knowing when you'll communicate, how often, and about what. It's about respecting each other's personal space, even if that space is virtual. Trust is not just about the big things like being faithful. It's also about the smaller things, the daily commitments. It's about showing up for that scheduled video call, sending that good morning message, or remembering to ask about their day. These small actions, done consistently, build a foundation of trust. However, trust and understanding go hand in hand. Understanding is the ability to perceive and interpret the other's thoughts, feelings, and actions accurately. It's about being empathetic, patient, and accepting of your partner's circumstances, viewpoints, and feelings. Understanding comes from active listening, from asking questions, and genuinely wanting to know the answers. It comes from celebrating their successes, empathizing with their struggles, and everything in between. In a long-distance relationship, your partner is a world away, living a life you're not a part of. But understanding bridges that gap. It makes your partner feel seen, heard, and valued, despite the miles between you. Remember, trust and understanding are not built overnight. They require time, patience, and consistent effort. They require you to make mistakes, learn from them, and grow together. They require you to be vulnerable, to open yourself up to the possibilities of hurt, but also of profound connection and love. Trust is built with consistency and understanding with patience. Missing the warmth of their touch or their laughter ringing in your ears, wondering how to keep the spark alive. As we navigate the fourth chapter of our journey, let's delve into the art of keeping the flame burning brightly, even when miles apart. In a long-distance relationship, maintaining that spark can sometimes feel like a daunting task. But remember, it's the little things that often make the biggest impact. A sweet text message in the morning, a surprise virtual date, or even a handwritten letter can make your partner's day and remind them of your love. Let's start with virtual dates. Yes, you heard it right. Just because you're miles apart doesn't mean you can't have a date night. Plan a movie night, watch the same film at the same time, and discuss it afterward. Or how about cooking dinner together over a video call? You can even play an online game or take a virtual tour of a museum. These shared experiences can create a sense of togetherness, even when you're physically apart. Next, surprise gifts. Who doesn't love a surprise? Sending a thoughtful gift to your partner can be a beautiful way to express your love. It could be something they've mentioned in passing, or something that reminds you of a shared memory. The joy of receiving an unexpected gift can certainly add a spark to your relationship. And lastly, never underestimate the power of sharing personal experiences. Talk about your day, your thoughts, your dreams. Share your highs and lows, your triumphs and challenges. These conversations build emotional intimacy, which is the lifeblood of any relationship, especially a long-distance one. Keeping the spark alive in a long-distance relationship is not just about grand gestures. It's about the everyday moments, the shared laughter, the silent support, and the constant reassurance of your love. Distance can never dull the spark if love fuels the heart. So keep that flame burning brightly, and remember, the distance is only temporary, but your love, that's forever. Ever thought about the silver lining of a long-distance relationship? It might seem like a tough question to answer, especially when you're in the thick of it. But every cloud, they say, has a silver lining. And guess what? Long-distance relationships have their fair share of silver linings too. First up, let's talk about individual independence. It's an often overlooked benefit of being in a long-distance relationship. When you're physically apart, you get the chance to develop a strong sense of self. You learn to make decisions without always relying on your partner. You discover new hobbies, you create your own routines. All of this contributes to becoming a more self-reliant, independent person. And that's a good thing, not just for you, but also for the health and balance of your relationship. Next, there's the emotional connection. It's true, long-distance relationships force you to communicate in ways you might not have otherwise. You can't just rely on physical affection, so you learn to express your feelings, your thoughts, your dreams, and your fears in words. You get to know each other on a deeper level, and this emotional bonding can lead to a stronger, more resilient relationship. And then there's the appreciation of time spent together. When you're in a long-distance relationship, every moment you get to spend with your partner becomes precious. the waiting makes the reunion sweeter. The anticipation of seeing each other again, the excitement of planning the next visit, it all adds to the richness of your relationship. You learn to cherish the times you're together, and that makes your bond even stronger. So there you have it. The silver linings of a long-distance relationship: individual independence, a strengthened emotional connection, and a deep appreciation for the time spent together. Each of these benefits contributes to building a love that's resilient, deep, and true. Remember, love knows no distance. It's a journey of the heart. Before we wrap up, let's talk about ensuring connection across the distance. It's one thing to understand the silver linings of a long-distance relationship, but it's another thing to actively cultivate them. So, how can you do that? Firstly, regular communication is key. It's not just about talking every day, but making sure the quality of your conversations is high. Share your daily experiences, your thoughts, your feelings. Be open and honest with each other. Secondly, make plans together. Planning your next visit, or even planning your future together, gives you both something to look forward to. It's a shared goal that can bring you closer together. Thirdly, stay involved in each other's lives. Just because you're physically apart doesn't mean you can't be a part of each other's daily routines. Watch a movie together online, play a game, or even cook the same meal at the same time. These shared experiences can help bridge the physical gap. Lastly, remember to be patient and understanding. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. So there you have it, ways to cultivate those silver linings in your long-distance relationship. Remember, love knows no distance. It's a journey of the heart. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Remember, love knows no distance, and neither does our content. Subscribe now.